For nearly 100 years, the beaches of Daytona have hosted speed demons from around the world. Over that time, certain names have become like old family friends to the locals that tend to the hotels, the attractions, the storefronts.
Here they come. Waltrip trying to slingshot. Petty is out in front at the line. Waltrip to the inside. Petty wins it.
Names like Petty, France, Yarborough.
At the line it is Dale Yarborough.
But never has a name rolled off the dunes of Daytona Beach quite like Earnhardt. Dale Earnhardt won 34 races here at the world center of racing. He won poles, qualifying races, NASCAR Busch races, 400s, and won 500.
Dale Earnhardt finally is a champion of the Daytona 500.
But even the Intimidator never had a Speed Weeks quite like 2003. That honor belonged to his son.
That draft coming off turn 2 as they hit that long back straightaway. They come to the view of Mike Bagley at the end of the back straight.
This is it right here. 70 laps. Reach up there and pull them belts tight.
The season's first exhibition race placed Dale Earnhardt Jr. at the rear of a 19-car field. By the 14th lap of the first 20-lap segment, he was already at the front. Segment 2 was twice as long, with the same result.
This is what this race is all about right here, folks. Side by side, these cars will look like they've been run at the Saturday night short track we were talking about when it's over with.
And this is happening at 185 to 190 miles an hour.
Jeff Gordon hip-checked his way to the front with just 15 circuits remaining. But with 8 laps to go, car number 8 made his move.
Come on, big dog, let's go!
All right, hold him off there. They're too wide behind you. I think, man, to see that right there, hero. Congratulations, guys. That's what all the hard work's for right there.
Tonight's big. I've had a great off season. I'm really pumped up for these speed weeks, man. I'm telling you, I think we're gonna have good things this year. And I'm real nervous because the winner of the Daytona 500 didn't have such a great race season, but hopefully we can make a difference this year and win the 500 and the championship.
The homecoming continued for Earnhardt Jr. 5 days later, having qualified on the outside of the front row for the Daytona 500. He started on the pole for the second twin 125-mile qualifying race.
Kevin Harvick and Kurt Busch get together. He gets rid of the crew members. There's some mistakes. This will cost you getting in the Daytona 500.
A gas-only stop kept Jr. up front for good. 5 days, 2 wins. On Saturday, Jr. spent the day battling with temporary teammate Kevin Harvick in the NASCAR Busch Series, leading 67 of the 120 laps. 7 days, 3 wins. Only one race remained, the Great American Race. No other sport starts its season with its biggest event.
across the start-finish line. The number 2 starter must not be number 1 starter to the line. It's important that you communicate with your spotters today and your hand signals. Get them up high in your car, signal to the driver behind you, check your mirrors, and give and take.
Hey, buddy, I'm ready to go, man. Daytona 500. Always want to run this race. Ever since she's a kid. Biggest race of the year.
That's it. We're going for it. Let's go.
What do you think, Mikey?
Mikey's ready.
No other race means so much to so many people. No other day has the power to turn a mere mortal into a NASCAR legend. The 45th running of the Daytona 500 had arrived.
Gentlemen, start your engines!
Pole sitter Jeff Green never got to enjoy his time at the front.
At the front, they're not going to give Jeff Green this first lap.
No, sir. And you can see already that there's take no prisoners today. We're flat out racing. All bets are off.
Amid a storm of furious racing on the track, another was beginning to roll into the skies above it.
Rain is in the forecast, and all these crew chiefs off pit road know it. Could be as close as an hour away, and that will affect the thinking and strategy of all of these crew chiefs.
A 4-horse train of Chevys set the pace. Michael Waltrip, teammate Earnhardt Jr., defending champion Tony Stewart, and sophomore sensation Jimmy Johnson. At 34 laps, Stewart became the 115th lap leader in 500 history. His teammate was not so fortunate.
Trouble on track 4. A car spins to the infield. Bobby Labonte, 2000 Winston Cup champ.
Past the race's 1/4 mark, rain clouds casting a shadow over turn 1 as Elliott Sadler shadowed leader Earnhardt Jr.
Cars into the wall in the middle of the field. Ken Schrader is one of them. Another over on its roof is Ryan Newman in the tri-oval grass. The car flips 2, now 3 times, and comes to rest on its roof just off the front stretch in the tri-oval grass.
And man, comes Schrader, and Newman is in the air and over. Ryan Newman, last year's Rookie of the Year. The rear end ripped from the car.
At lap 56, Ryan Newman shook the sky. For 1 hour and 8 minutes, teams waited out the rain. There's nothing more unnatural for a race car driver than to sit still when he knows he could be racing. When the signal finally came from NASCAR to refire the engines, Earnhardt's power plant decided to hit the snooze bar.
The car will not fire. Jake Lanieri ran a battery down there. Tony Jr. is running down there. A number of crew members from the Bud guys are running down to see if they can help Dale Earnhardt Jr. A wrecker is making his way to the front of the grid.
This is not the kind of bump drafting that you want to see.
Suddenly, barreling through the pack was 2-time Daytona 500 champion Sterling Marlin. Within sight of leader Waltrip, Marlin instead was seen red because of a flag colored black.
And there he's dipping below the line to pass that car there. Black flag, that could put him a lap down. Again, a mistake you can't make.
A 1-lap yellow line penalty left the Coors Light Dodge out in the cold. Meanwhile, Earnhardt Jr.'s chances were bleeding away.
What's it read right there, Junior? 11 3/4. 11 1/2. Slowly going down. 10 volts down.
For 9.5 days, nothing could stop Dale Earnhardt Jr. On the 10th day, it was a $2 part that did him in. All eyes fell onto leader Jimmy Johnson. To his inside was the now lapped car of Dale Earnhardt Jr. On his bumper sat Earnhardt's teammate, Michael Waltrip, the Roush duo, Kurt Busch and Mark Martin, and the Childress racing team of Harvick and Robbie Gordon.
Smoke and flame from that last car in line, Mike Skinner. Something broke.
In what looked to be a gang fight, the youngster was left standing all alone.
From El Cajon, California, leads them down for the restart.
Dale Earnhardt Jr. in 8 car, remember, 2 laps down after having that battery problem. He would love to clear Jimmy Johnson to take the lead of this race and get one of those laps back. Well, did the caution come out?
See, right here, he's going to pull Michael by Jimmy Johnson. Jimmy Johnson's hung out to dry.
We got showers about 2 or 3 miles away off northwest of us here. We got them right now. It's pouring.
For 1 hour and 10 minutes, Michael Waltrip waited. At 5:25, the race was declared the Daytona 272.5, the shortest in history. Waltrip's first win had been dampened by the death of his friend and boss, Dale Earnhardt. This time, it was dampened only by rain. He didn't even notice.
So thankful for Dale Earnhardt. He made this place even more special to me, watching him over the years. And I know his heart, and he was about this place. And I know he's smiling now.
The reality of harsh weather blew into Rockingham in February. 1 month earlier, NASCAR chairman Bill France Jr. hinted at the possibility of a major schedule realignment in 2004. Many NASCAR observers believed that the North Carolina Speedway had been put under the microscope and under pressure to prove its worth for the future. Should the 1 mile track remain among racing's elite facilities? Or had the time come for the nearly 40-year-old facility to give way to a big market counterpart? With 10 laps to go, the Rock stated its case for survival.
10 laps to go as they come to the line. Here is Dale Jarrett on the move, making it 3 wide with Mike Skinner down to the inside lane. Still side by side, racing to turn 1.
Storming up into this battle is Dale Jarrett, forced to the top side of the racetrack. 3 wide lap traffic. Johnny Benson, Robbie Gordon down low as the race for the lead continues off of 4.
Dale Jarrett absolutely boxed in coming down the start-finish line. Here's Kurt Busch pulling to the outside, challenging. Busch takes the lead that lap, but DJ's still there.
Jarrett dives for the bottom. Kurt Busch now up the racetrack. Jarrett slides wide. Jarrett's there. Busch is loose in 4.
Dale Jarrett tried to get underneath him. He's got a fender there along as they come back down to the start-finish line. There are 3 laps to settle it. Door to door, they go to 1.
Fans are on their feet at Rockingham, and it's Jarrett down low, sideways as he dirt tracks it on the bottom of the racetrack. Kurt Busch on the outside. They are dead even.
2 Fords side by side, 2 Fords wanting the lead, leaning on each other off the end of the back straightaway. Jarrett with a fender out in front, but Kurt Busch rallies back on the outside lane.
2 laps to go when they come back to the stripe. This time it's Dale Jarrett showing the way. He gets in front of Kurt Busch. Busch dives back to the inside. Dale Jarrett last won here at Rockingham in October of 2000. He goes to victory lane today in the Subway 400, picking up the win over Kurt Busch.
Jarrett's second Rockingham win marked his 31st career victory and the first for new crew chief Brad Parrott.
I just got to say thanks to Brad Parrott, all the pit crew. They did a great job. Brad's first win, that was tough racing. I mean, you know, at a place where you're trying to get in the gas and your tires are worn out, this UPS Ford did the job.
But the sun was already setting on that pair's short marriage. The Las Vegas Motor Speedway sits in the shadow of a series of peaks known as the Muddy Mountains. It has always seemed like an unusual name for a collection of hills located in the desert. That is, until race weekend arrived. Rain pushed Friday qualifying deep into the night.
He's going to do it, I think, guys. He did it.
it. 31-21.
New track record, Bobby Labonte.
Bobby Labonte grabbed his 23rd career pole. By race day, the sun and the fans had arrived.
Thank you.
After 2 days of intense preparation, it was time once again to go racing.
Let's have a good, solid day. Let's do nothing to take Jimmy out of this race, okay? The car is good. The car is really good. So all we have to do is just maintain and have good, solid pit stop. Let's be there at the end. Today's word is let's get it done. Get it done, all right? Get it done on 3 right here. 1, 2, 3. Get it done!
One week after his Rockingham win, Dale Jarrett's momentum evaporated like a desert mirage.
Dale Jarrett, 88, hard outside wall.
The wreck sparked a 2-month slide that would drop the 88 team from second in the point standings to the mid-20s, a slide that would lead to the departure of the Parrott brothers by early April. Up front, it was a familiar Sin City scene. Matt Kenseth's 9-second victory over Dale Earnhardt Jr. was the 4th for a Roush racing driver in 6 Las Vegas events. The battle for 8th, however, that was a little more intense.
Boy, we got a battle coming back here. Jimmy Johnson sideways. Him and Raleigh got together.
How did that car miss him?
He hadn't given it. He's never lifted out of the throttle yet. Jimmy hadn't.
Johnson tried to chase Marlin down, but hit a roadblock.
Look at Jimmy Johnson. He's looking for that 40 car. Here he is down here, buddy. I mean, I'm not trying to incite anything, but he's looking for him, and he's sitting down here. He's hot.
There was no time for revenge, only time to pack up and head south. The southern swing of March, April, and May was 5 days and 2,000 miles away. From the urban sprawl of the New South to the rolling hills of East Texas, NASCAR's annual spring swing is a trip over the timeline of stock car racing history. From the Martinsville Speedway, which opened in 1947, to the Texas Motor Speedway, christened in 1997, the NASCAR Winston Cup Series embarked on a spring schedule calling for 9 races in 12 weeks, with only 1 set outside of the Southeast. As the drive-through Dixie began, the warning went out. Beware the rides of March. Stop 1, Atlanta.
Well, Atlanta's probably the most fun track I think we can race at all year, because we can run 2 and 3 wide and run right up against the wall and do all that stuff.
I like going fast, but I think the good thing about Atlanta is the groove changes so much. I mean, you might run the first 8 or 10 laps on the bottom, but then you might run clear it by the wall for the next 30 laps.
It's just one of those tracks. I mean, I love going fast.
Bobby Labonte steadily dominated the day, but had to contend with an old rival down the stretch.
And Dale Earnhardt Jr., he laid back that time, but Jeff Gordon, you can pass to the right side. He looks like he caught Bobby Labonte maybe sleeping just a little bit, and I think he'll keep the high side, the momentum.
Boy, Bobby's going to have to really get after it right here.
And he did.
He's going to have to come up in front of Jeff, or it's going to be trouble. I'm thinking Bobby Labonte is not happy about Jeff Gordon getting around him. He's going to try him on the outside.
Boy, it gets close right there.
Man, I tell you, the track is so slick right there.
Labonte forced his way around the outside where there wasn't hardly room to do it. And he wants the lead back and takes it. Bobby Bobby Labonte scores his 20th career victory.
The win was Labonte's 6th at Atlanta. But the showers of accolades was saved for the new crew chief, Michael Fatback McSwain. Like Rockingham, the Darlington Raceway faced uncertainty about its future. So, the track Too Tough to Tame rolled out a 3-act, 3-race drama. On Friday, Bobby Hamilton defeated Ted Musgrave by less than 1400ths of a second in the NASCAR Craftsman Truck Series.
Try on the outside,
just like yesterday. Here they come. It's a wow! And it's McMurray. No, it's not. It's Bodine. Jamie slides across to finish second.
Todd Bodine edged a sideways Jamie McMurray to